think we're live everywhere but TikTok. Hey everybody, welcome to Friday, it's the 24th of May, and welcome to my Friday Night Live. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amanda Sutherland. Hi Rhiannon watching over there on Instagram. You've actually caught one live. I know that's something you've been wanting to do for a long time. So basically, welcome everybody. So we are actually live across multiple platforms at the moment. We are just coming online now on TikTok. We're live over here on YouTube. I've got Instagram in front of me and I've got Facebook on this side. So when you see me turning my head around, it's so I can talk to the different people on the different platforms. So just a little bit about me. My name is Amanda Sutherland. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entertainer. I'm a mum. I'm a student, all sorts of things wrapped up into one. And I just love helping people understand how they can help their businesses. So tonight, first thing we're going to do is we need to, hello everyone who's joining in over on TikTok. You're scrolling through too fast for me to keep up with you, but hello. So tonight I want to just remind everybody it's Friday night. And Friday nights, what we do is we come together. Yes, Rhiannon, you did make it. We come together to celebrate our wins throughout the week. So, our small wins, because our small wins add up to become our big wins. So, don't forget, celebrate your wins. If you're celebrating something, pop it in the comments and let me know so we can give you a shout out. But while we're waiting for everyone to catch up and join in and whatnot, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about, oh, pardon me, how color can actually be used. Understanding color is helpful for your business because my next masterclass in August is going to be about color, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an indication as to what it's going to be like, a little bit of a teaser. And if you are interested in learning more about colors, please comment color, and we either myself or one of my VAs will get back to you with the link for registration. So feel free to pop in and say hi. Please enjoy tonight, ask your questions, and I'm going to do my best to keep up with everybody across all the platforms. And let's go. So I'm going to talk a little bit about color tonight, and I've just got a little bit of I've actually got some notes for myself. Normally when I come live, it's totally off the cuff, but tonight I'm just going to, I have, just to keep myself on track, I have created some notes for myself. So feel free to ask your questions, and let's go. Let me get back. So yep, we've done that. So we're going to talk a little bit first and foremost about some of the psychology of colour. Now, I know a lot of art students would have had colour done to death, but most of us who are in business, we haven't done colour to death. We don't actually normally have anything to do with colour other than we like certain colours. But so what I want to talk today is a little bit about some of the psychology that can actually help evoke emotions in our clients and help us when we're branding our businesses, what we want to talk about. So let's start with a basic understanding. Color evokes emotions and it can actually influence your perception of a brand. Red, for example, energy, passion, urgency, and they are really great for calls to action. But you'll also think of some of the places you find red are also in fast food joints. So KFC, McDonald's, some of the really big brands, they all have red. A lot of the big fast food places have red, and that's sometimes because it also can help us to feel hungry and help us to actually want to go eat at their locations. So yeah, color really does have a lot to say about an influence over our decision making. So next color we can have a little bit of a light look at that is the color blue. So the color blue is often used in places where you want to invoke a sense of trust, a sense of calmness, and a sense of professionalism. So that's why you see a lot of corporate brands using blue in their sorry, my mind just went. A lot of corporate brands using blue in their logos, their color schemes. But you also will see a lot of health professionals use blue as well because it helps create that sense of trust and calmness. So another color that we can look at is basically yellow. Yellow has a generalized meaning. We are talking about generalized here because color is different for different people around the world. But generally speaking, yellow often evokes optimism, clarity, warmth. And you know what? It's actually really good for brands who want to appear friendly and approachable. So yeah, it's really good for that. The next color we're going to have a little bit of a touch on, because obviously we're not going into a great deal of depth tonight. We've got a little bit of time. We've got a little bit of time together, but not oodles. And color is definitely one of those things that is really hard to get right with branding. But once you do get it right, you're on fire. You've got it. So things like green. Green is another interesting one. You often see it. It tends to have evoke an emotion of health, tranquility, nature, and you'll often see green in places like also in health. So you often see a combination of health and of blue and green in health businesses because the combination is calmness, trust, tranquility. So you often see people combining the greens and the blues together in those industries. But it's also another popular place to see green is actually High Nova and Binova. Another popular place to see green is actually in your companies who want to share about being eco-friendly, nature, all of that sort of stuff. So it really is fantastic colorings to do that. So when you start to actually think about these kind of things, it can actually have a lot of impact on the way your business is perceived. So yeah, while we're sort of thinking out loud, we'll go back to we're going to take a moment here. I would like everyone to comment if you can, or if you feel up to it, comment what your favorite colors are and whether you use them in your branding and why. And also, if you are celebrating a small win tonight, please celebrate with us so we can actually share your wins and celebrate your wins. Because like I say every week, the small wins lead to the bigger wins. And we can't have the big wins without the small steps. So please remember to celebrate your small wins. But let's share. I'll be interested in seeing why a lot of people have chosen their colours. So please comment those for us. So the next sort of thing we're going to sort of move into just a little bit is understanding your brand's personality. So it can be actually very, very simple sometimes what the brand's personality is, but it can be absolutely crucial to actually brands becoming successful or not. So understanding who you are as a brand is really important. So we're going to have a little bit of a look now at what we're doing in terms of the brands. So something to ask yourself when you're looking at your branding and getting your branding together is your brand playful? Is it serious? Are you modern? Are you traditional? Are you luxurious or are you budget friendly? Your brand personality actually should help you guide your color choices. So let me share a quick story about choosing the right colors and how that can actually transform brands. So, oops, I've just lost my notes. 2 seconds. Like I've always said as well, if the big guys can have problems when they go live, why can't we? I'm pretty good at that sometimes, aren't I? Okay, so what we're going to do now is have a look at a little bit of a case sample. So what we've got is, if you can, describe for yourself. If I would love it if you would like to pop it in the comments, but describe your brand for yourself in your brand's personality in one word. So have a think about your business. What comes to mind? Are you energetic? Are you serious? Are you playful? Are you modern? Think about that in one mind and share it in the comments. So let's have a look now also at creating For example, creating a cohesive color palette, because it's great to have your favorite colors in there. It's absolutely fantastic. But if the colors are not cohesive together across your brand, it does send a little bit of a mixed message to a lot of people. And you don't want that. You want to have your branding and your marketing, it needs to be all on the same line. It needs to be clear messaging, basically. So let's have a look at like a well-chosen palette ensures consistency. It helps your brand stand out. So the first step, choose a primary color that reflects your brand's personality. So go back to those questions we asked earlier, and pick a color that is consistent and reflects you as a personality and your brand's personality. Next step is you want a secondary color. So you want to choose, you've got your main color. Yes, Brooke, this is actually serious. This is actually serious. So yes, I am serious about my colors when it comes to colors. So you're choosing your set. So with your primary color, you want to choose something that reflects your brand's personality. Then your secondary color, which is, so you've got your primary colors are your most important colors, the most visible colors in your brand. Now your secondary color is something that will complement the original color. I don't make anything from this at the moment, Chai. I do this because I want to help people, and I love helping people understand what they're doing. And that's why I do this, because I'm a helper and I love to help. So your neutral color, your secondary color is actually a complementary color. So if things like your reds and yellows, they can be very complementary. I'm sorry, Chai, I'm not prepared to answer that question live. Not prepared to answer that live, sorry. So adding neutral colors also helps you create that balance between, you've got your main color and you've got your I did sorry so Chai, I don't feel comfortable discussing my income with the world, unfortunately, for a lot of people, but it's a personal choice. Now, and DGZY, I did work in many years ago. I did actually work as a daycare worker. So again, it doesn't matter who's watching this. The replay is available. So yeah, so I did actually work as a daycare person at one point, and I was also a drama teacher for a little while. So, but let's get back on track now. And neutral colors, they can help provide that balance between your primary and your secondary color. So basically, your primary, your secondary color. Sometimes they can be, whilst complementary, they can be opposite sides. So having a neutral color in the middle can actually help balance the overall cohesiveness of the brand. So using tools to help you actually create these color things is like tools like Adobe Color, which I haven't used, but a lot of people tell me it's quite nice. I actually love using Canva. I do. I'm sorry, Chai, I've already answered. I'm not going to answer that question at this point in time. I do prefer to keep my personal income private. Anyway, moving on. Let's so basically Canva. I love Canva. It's got a great little spot in there. They've got a great spot in there where you can actually, once you choose your colors, you can actually set up your brand so it stays consistent. You can also actually, do lots of different things. They've got in one area, if you're not sure what colors you like, you can go and you can pick another color. It's got like a little color picker tool that you can actually upload a photo and pick out your color you like out of that, and it can actually help you form your color branding like that. So it is actually quite amazing to do that sort of thing. Because you got to start somewhere. And I've got Daisy Joe over here on Instagram. Welcome. Feel free to celebrate your wins with us. I do actually enjoy celebrating everyone's wins, because the wins are Really, really cool. It helps us build on and off, build to our bigger goals. So yeah, once you've played with tools like the that help you experiment with the color wheel to work out what you want to do, it is actually really cool then, because you can then create your your own brand colors, and then if you then need to apply them consistently across your brand, and that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit next. So once we have our color palette, it's really crucial to be consistent in our application of them, because you can then people then begin to know that's your branding from sight. It helps create that brand awareness, the brand loyalty, that sort of thing. So let me start with some real life examples. So we've got when you struggle. So yeah, some examples might be like McDonald's red and yellow. So red and yellow is in everything that McDonald's do. Consequently, but convert no con. I'm not. I can't think of the word. Sorry, but you've also got brands like Burger King in America and Hungry Jack's here in Australia. They also have red and yellow, but they use them differently. You also have trying to think of some of the bigger brands around the world. A lot of the food brands do have a lot of red in them, and that they use that for their main color because it grabs attention. And if you're on Facebook backgrounds at the moment, you will often find that if you're using Facebook at the moment, for example, and you do what's called a background post, which is one of those posts where you have just a plain color. When I do them, I find that the plain red ones actually get more notice than the multicolored ones and the picture ones, because we are used to looking at red as something that says, hey, look, pay attention. So using your brands like that across colors, across it. Most hospitals I know of have some form of blue in their branding, because again, it's that trust, it's that tranquility. Sorry, tranquility was green. It just helps you consolidate in your mind where you fit within certain things. So, if you've got any questions other than my income, if you've got any questions about color, let's ask them and I'll do my best to answer them for you. As best I can. Otherwise, we might think about hopping off soon, and wishing you great for a weekend. I do also have, if you do want to talk to me more one-on-one about your color and your branding, pop color in the comments. I do have some color calls of some one-on-one calls available where I can work with you directly about colors, and they also have upcoming in August a brand new masterclass where I will be going through a lot of this stuff that I've been through tonight in much more detail, which will help you to understand your colors and help you choose your color palette and help you put together, see how you can use them in different ways within the different areas of your marketing and your branding. But yeah, so feel free to pop color in. Make sure you always say hi. If you're watching on the replay, please let us know on the replay where you're watching from. So yeah, wonderful. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will be back next Friday at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or for those of you who are around the world, 6 p.m. Sydney time, and we'll have a little bit more of a chat, and I will see you then. Thank you. Bye, everyone.